Good morning. Well, I had a really peaceful night in the camper van. For all that we were on the edge of the city, where it's situated, there's not a lot of noise. So, had a slow morning. It's actually about nearly 11:30. Got doing the usual stuff, but then Remy's such a nice guy. He came out. I was meant to meet him last night. He went out to see his grandchild. They were there visiting, so he must have went to the hotel or something. And when he came back, I didn't hear him, and he didn't knock on the door. So we were going to have a beer last night. Anyway, I've just been for a coffee. So been catching up. So I found out why everything's on stilts. It's a throwback to when he lived in the Amazon. He actually built a hotel boat on the Amazon, and things are built on stilts in the Amazons for the water, for the rivers overflowing. But that's not the case here. He just likes the design. He says it's easier to get under to the pipework underneath, which is true. He says it provides shade in the summer. You can hang a hammock, and for security as well. I don't know if you can see stairs. These stairs are raised, so it's almost like a drawbridge he's got. So for security, he's got his own wee castle. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. He designed all this himself. So yeah, so very interesting. Very interesting person. He's Dutch. Don't know if I said that as well. And he's been here since he's in his early 20s. He started off in the Amazon, got married, lived there for a while, and he's moved here and started this business. They paint steel pipes, and they're industrial painters. They put things in here and paint them. so yeah. So we've just sat and had a cup of tea. We're actually going for lunch soon. He says, I kind of thought this myself. He says it's cheaper to go out and eat the set lunches that they do here. Like I showed you the other day, they do the set lunches. So it's cheaper that than buying stuff in and like you go buy all the ingredients and have them go off because you can't use them in time. So we're going for that soon. That'll be good. And then I'll get in the city this afternoon. I think he also gave me some good ideas for travelling, where to go next and how to work my way around Bolivia, so that's interesting too. So, yes, I think I've waffled on enough, so I'll speak to you. He's taking me for lunch, but they're doing work outside. They've blocked the road. Hope we'll get out. They're changing something on the power line. At least they've not completely blocked the road. I don't know if you can notice the guy there with the stuff at the lump in his cheek. That's coca leaves. They chew on coca leaves. Well, I just got off my wee bus. It was the same as that bus at the front there, at the corner. Didn't realise it was just at my destination. Because Remy says to get off at the Christ statue, so here I am, and it's absolute madness here, madness. So this is my street down here. Okay, looks like I can get across here. That policeman stopped all the traffic. Well, the coffee shops look quite nice. I'm holding yet. I'm not quite in the centre, so I can wait. I'm waiting till I get in the centre. Oh, it seems to be a bit of a journey into the centre of town. It's changed slightly since I had the last ring road. We're getting in the centre, so everything's a wee bit more compact. It's quite windy. It's still warm though. Hot, as it's been in other places. It's still quite warm. But yeah, I'm not kind of say I'm too impressed with it. I don't know how long I'm going to. Well, I was going to plan on going maybe tomorrow, but I think that's still going to happen. I'm going to see everything I'm wanting to see this afternoon. If I can get myself safely back to the campsite and find the bus that will take me back. I probably will move on tomorrow because it's, yeah, unless the city centre is going to surprise me, you never know. It's happened before. Well, I've arrived at the main plaza of Santa Cruz de la Sierra. This is a statue to an independence war hero, Colonel Ignacio Warnes. There's a town named after him just north of Santa Cruz. I passed through it the other day. But yeah, he must have helped lead them to their independence. This looks like the theatre. Obviously got a big venue in the centre of town. I don't know much to look at from the outside, but it looks like it hosts some good shows. This is a museum, an Independence Museum. It's like celebrating Bolivian independence. And the government department as well. I think, of course, at the side of the square there's always the church, and this being the big city, it's a big church. I get the trees are good for shade, but everything's kind of obscured by all the trees as well. See if we can get a better view. A bit better round here, round the back of the church. Looks nice. A bit more peaceful around here. Whoever that is, actually a lovely wee market. It's all kind of got loads of authentic things in it. It's really nice. The biggest city in Bolivia is Santa Cruz. It's also meant to be the richest. I just didn't expect downtown to be so scruffy. I mean, we're right near the Central Plaza. I thought things would be looking a bit better than this. So that coffee kind of saved my day. You could probably tell how disappointed I was in Santa Cruz. But I've stumbled across this park. I saw it on Google Maps. I thought I'll have a wander right by it. Probably look around here. It's a concrete park. Some trees, there's not a lot of grass, but we've got this big lake down here with a water feature. That's a wee bit more pleasant to see. Slightly more sophisticated round here. Yeah, not impressed with Santa Cruz. Not quite as run down as Central Rio, but at least Rio had some redeeming features. Had a lot of redeeming features. Yeah, Santa Cruz is quite ordinary. Not a fan, but they did say that. Pina that I met at Aguas Calientes says there wasn't much here. I thought, oh no, I'm going to have a look, it can't be that bad. Because she's younger, maybe she's just seen it through younger eyes. I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad I checked it out. Because I would have always wondered. So it wasn't a waste of time. Well, I know I'm on my bus route, so here's a supermarket. I need a couple of things, I'll get that then get my bus. Well, it's just disappearing into the distance. I got some footage on the way in, I think, to show what the bus was like, but the bus was a lot quieter coming back. Yeah. I made it into town and back. That was definitely a once in a lifetime experience, because I can't see me ever doing that again. Santa Cruz was alright to see once. Anyway, it's all part of the adventure. Didn't float my boat, but you know what, still glad I saw it. Anyway, back at the campsite, so let's get back to the van. Good morning. Just realised I've just left the campsite on the road and not done my usual morning. My usual good morning to the camera. I don't like to do that before I go. But yeah, Remy, the guy, the Dutch guy, so nice. But yeah, he keeps you entertained, he likes to talk, and I enjoy listening to him as well. So we're talking about a lot of things about where I'm going next. He's been giving me a lot of tips on places to go next in Bolivia. So I've chosen quite a nice campsite for tonight. So that's us also on the road. I've got a bit of city driving to do before I get into town. Before I get into the country, I've
got to get diesel as well, but that should be a lot easier here than it's been so far, so that'll be nice. So we'll get diesel, and I'll speak to you soon, hopefully with a smile saying I got it, no bother. We'll see. Yeah, speak soon. Picked this station on Google because YPFB are meant to have the best diesel. It's refined the best, so it's better for your engine. So I came here, but this lorry in front of me is filling his tank and he's taking forever. The guy at the front's filling a big drum on the back of his pickup, and this guy's the guy behind him has just turned up with 4 drums on the back. I don't know what. I mean, the girl knows I'm waiting, and she told me to come on that side. I don't know if she's going to ask him to move or what. Or because if he goes ahead of me, he's going to, and gets those 4 drums filled, he's going to be all bloody all afternoon. So I'm hoping if he does get in front of me, she doesn't send him on. I'm hoping this lorry is going to be filled up soon. Anyway, we'll see. I will update you. Well, I just gave up on that gas station. There was a lorry behind the lorry I was waiting on, and with that guy turning up his drums, I've got enough diesel to get me further down the road anyway, so I've found another station on Google, so I'll just go there. It's about an hour down the road, but as long as I've got diesel I should be fine. But no need to queue if I don't really have to. So anyway, the roads aren't too bad. They're not. They're busy for a city, but they're not jammed, so it's not been too bad. So yeah, it stays like this. In fact, I think we should be over the worst of the city now anyway. Says he. We'll find out. But yeah, while we're still in the city, anything can happen. Well, we'll get further down the road and take it. Look at the nick of this road. It's meant to be the main road out of Santa Cruz. Holy Jesus. I think there's a water main burst or something. Bloody hell, or a water course. Just bought four bananas at that roadside stall, the fruit stall. The woman was dead nice. The boy wasn't interested, he wandered away. He's not so sociable. But yeah, the woman was halfway through Mandarin. She handed me the other half, which was very nice of her. Yeah, so that's good. 4 bananas for 2 Bolivianos. That's like, God, 20 pence or something, if that. Right, let's go on. Seems to be Brady's horse and cart there. Was Mennonites at first, but certainly he's not dressed like one, so I don't know. So I've reached the station I was going for. It's closed at the moment, but they've got diesel. That policeman there was telling me, the security guard was telling me in broken English that it's not, they've got diesel and they've got gasoline, but the system's down or something. He's expecting it to be up in less than half an hour. So I just got here in time because there's a guy pulled up with one of those huge drums that'll take thousands of litres. If he'd got to the diesel pump before me, I could be in here for ages, because I think there's only the one diesel pump, unless he goes to the other side, of course. But yeah, I'm going to wait here. Nothing else for it. There's no point in not doing it. If it's going to be open in less than half an hour, I'll just wait it out. It's nothing really. Okay. Speak soon. Hopefully once I've got diesel. Well, that was a pain in the backside. They've got funny rules here for selling to foreigners, and the girl couldn't do it. If I'd had a jerry can or something, I think she would have put stuff in that. I maybe need to invest in one. But she sent me to the next town, which is the town I was heading towards anyway, and I did look at that. But yeah, I just went there, bird in the hand and all that, because it was the first station I'd come to. So yeah, we'll try this station, hopefully. She says they'll fill an international tank, so fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted. Just past the police checkpoint, first sort of formal one where I've had to get out and go to a wee booth. Now on the iOverlander app it said that could be a bit dodgy, so it must depend who's on, but the guy just looked at my stuff, he says, oh that's fine, you can go. So that was good, I'm glad I got through that without any bother. So yeah, I'm still trying to get diesel on the way to this place called Cabezas. So, wish me luck. LPG or something they're filling with. They're not filling with petrol, because the petrol and the gasoline, the petrol and the diesel pumps are empty just now, but easy way to move, so I should be able to squeeze through. Fingers crossed. I got diesel. The girl wasn't sure at first. She was going to send me to a store to get a jerry can to fill up, because she couldn't see my country on her list. The only European country she had was Spain and Germany. I tried to tell her it was Germany, but she wasn't having it. But then this guy came across and sorted it out for me. We put in Germany and a number, and it corrected itself to an acceptable number. So we got diesel, and I got filled up here. So yes, it shouldn't be this much hassle, to be honest, but I've got diesel, and that was, other than the second one where I got bought it at the restaurant, that's a much easier fill up than the first one. So hopefully the next one's easy as well. Right, let's get on the road. Also, I'm not sure what price I got at. I may have got it at the Bolivian price, just because the last one I bought in the black market, that was a bit more expensive. But yeah, that was still only 462 Bolivianos, which is only about 40 odd quid, and I got just over half a tank. So yeah. Okay, so just heading to the campsite now. So this is Cabezas, the statue at the... Got to go up here, I think. Yeah, I do. This is the main plaza. I think there's a protest going on over on the far side. We'll see through the trees. The plaza's quite nice. Remy, the guy at the campsite, said to go to the old plaza. He says it's quieter there. So I'll have a look round. I'll have a look round this plaza first, and then we'll go and see if that's nicer. I just need somewhere for the night. Get the camera out now when there's nothing happening. Just walk, well, not that there's much happening anyway, but there's a bit more going on the main road and round by the other side where there's a protest. I'm heading back to the square now. It's not the... Yeah, it's alright, it's pretty basic kind of... If you can see, there's a protest march just gone past the van. All very peaceful. Somebody's got off fireworks. Good morning. Well, I slept in that place for such a kind of idyllic looking spot. It wasn't very quiet. There's been music playing all night, and it's still playing, and I don't really understand why, although it's the 1st of May today, and I think the 1st of May, certainly the start of May, is an important date in a lot of these countries' calendars, because it goes back to independence. So I think there's things on. I'll find out as the day goes on, because I think things will be happening, or folk won't be going to work or something. I'm guessing, making half of this up as well. But yeah, I want to see where this music's coming from, see if it is an all-night party. But yeah, but like, it's only 7:30 in the morning. Like I say, the music's been going on all night. I thought we'd have finished about midnight, but I woke up a few times and you could still hear it. I think it stopped briefly about 5. But yeah, it's still going on. It's getting louder and louder. Anyway, yeah, I'll see if I can find out where it's from. And yeah. Okay, the noises, the music's coming from behind this wall. I can't really see anymore. Yeah, I think it's a public building or something. It's a municipal government building. Yep, and there's folks still inside. So it must be an all-night party, so I'm guessing it's part of the 1st of May celebrations. Jesus. Yeah, I've never noticed this before. It's like an armadillo
cut out of that. It's like a grass sculpture. A couple of armadillos.
Good morning again. That's me just about ready to get on the road. Had a fairly busy morning, had a video call, and I've been just tidying up the van and getting stuff, charging things up as well. Yeah, it's a Labour Day holiday today, that's why it was so noisy last night, and everybody's on holiday today, so we'll see how that affects things. Most things will be closed, but I'm not really needing much, maybe something to eat later on. But we shall get on the road, I think. Okay. We see a lot of tuk-tuks in Bolivia. They make them here, we red one, I've seen yellow ones and all sorts. I thought I'd just have another last look at the square before I go, just as a motorbike pulled up, but no, we've not seen already. But it's quiet, there's guys playing football over there. But at least it's a nice day, the sun's out today, and it's a coolish breeze, so it's a nicer day today. Well, I was going to go, Remy suggested I go for to a viewpoint. I still wonder what it'd be like if I parked up here and walked, but it was going to take me down a wee dirt road, which I'm not taking the van down because I've already pushed the van hard enough, I think, with some of the roads I've been on. But I'm also wondering if this is the old plaza he was talking about. I got my bearings wrong, I thought it was on the other side of the village, but it looks like this is what he meant by the old plaza. He did say it was a lot quieter, and it would have been a much more peaceful night, I think, if I'd have stayed here. This must be the old plaza. Oh no. Yeah, would have been very quiet here.